What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, I just want to give you a little backstory, a little context. So about a month ago, I put out a BOLO for anybody looking to get rid of their comic books. And luckily, lo and behold, I finally get a hit, right? So this guy calls me up. Actually, he calls up a family member and has the family member call me up, telling me that he's interested in getting rid of his collection. He heard that I was a collector and thought I might be interested in his books. So I drive over there to grab the books. And hold up. Go grab your Vibe Juice. Meet me back here in the comic room. And I'll fill you in on the rest of the story. All right, so okay, guys, so I just got everything put in the trunk, and just to give you a whiff of what we're dealing with, this is what the collection looked like. All right, so then this crate, it's full. All right, this is just some of it. It's everything in this crate, and then that right there, you know, that's just right on the top. So I haven't gone that far into it, you know, but that's on the top. It's this bag right here also, which is full. Let's take a peek. Got some Incredible Hulk in there. I mean, I can't wait to get this thing back to the lab, right? And welcome back to the show. I'm your host, C3, and this is Keep It Comics. If this is your first time stopping by checking out the channel, please like, subscribe, share. For those of you that's been around for a while, now it's time to support the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, go to the Patreon. You can donate. I really appreciate it. It'll help me get things rolling to another level on the channel. All right? Good vibes only. Always. Make sure you got your Vibe Juice. All right? So, as I said, someone called me and said they were interested in getting rid of their comic books. So I was able to purchase my very first comic book collection outside of my own, right? But this is my first time buying somebody else's collection. So full transparency, I have no idea what I'm doing or what I was doing. The guy had some books. I was like a kid in the candy store. Somebody waved a nice piece of chocolate in front of me, and I bit. But just so you guys know, I paid $50 for this entire collection. And when this video is done, I want everybody to comment down below about whether or not it was worth it or not. All right? Tell me if I should have waited, or did I do okay with my first comic book collection. All right? So I'm not going to hold you guys up. I couldn't wait to get this collection back into the lab. We're here now, so let's take a look at it. And I'm going to go through it really quick because I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out video. All right? So this is what I got off the top, right? As you noticed, I showed you in the trunk of my car that there was a box full of, there was a crate full of comics, no bag and boards. Like, this collection had no love. So, excuse me. I took everything out, sorted through it, and I already picked out the few keys that were in there, and I'll show those to you guys after I show you some of the books, all right? So we won't run through everything in one video, but I will make another video and show you guys the rest of the collection. But here we go. This is what the collection looked like. All right. Captain America, issue number 259. This is Tale of the New Teen Titans Raven. This is issue number 2. And I couldn't believe that the individual just had these comics just sitting in crates. And there was no bag and board whatsoever. So I have to go through all these, figure out what they are, who they are, and bag and board them. one thing's for certain is I didn't realize what actually went into purchasing a collection. Master of Kung Fu. Right? I didn't realize what went into purchasing a collection. So it's going to be a new learning experience for me, and I'm up for the challenge. Just enjoy the books. I don't think I have to talk all the way through the video. Just look through the books together, because I've gone through it fairly quick. 258, Captain America. I've gone through it fairly quick just to pin down some of the keys that I'm familiar with. Now remember, I never claim to be the expert at anything. I just love the hobby, and I just enjoy doing what I do, right? And I am familiar with, you know, quite a number of books. So I did pick out the keys that I'm aware of. So if you see any keys, leave a comment down below if you see anything that I might have missed. Right? Wonder Man. All right, here we have Marvel Comics, Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and Nighthawk. And I must say, some of these comic books are in pretty good condition considering how they were being kept. All right, some of them are in pretty good condition. Some of them didn't fare so well. But nonetheless, I only paid $50 for the entire collection. So comment down below whether or not you think even that was too much or was a good price. A lot of old comics, man, that I haven't seen in a long time. This is Team Up and Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and King Cole. Like, a lot of these comics I haven't seen for eons. And I know when... Here's another Captain America 263. Iconic Red Skull cover. Yep. And I know when the person showed me the collection, so I pulled up, and you know, he was like, "Hey, I can go grab the comics if you like." And I said, "Well, I'll drive you over there," because he lived maybe a few blocks from where I stay. And he was like, "I just want you to know that, you know, I watched your show and I saw that you were into comics, so that's what made me ask your peoples." So I was like, wow. You know, so I didn't know as many people watch C3 as they do, right? So I have to keep that in mind. I thought it was pretty humbling also. This is Fantastic Four, issue number 249. Yeah, that was pretty humbling too, right? So I have to get used to that. I still haven't get used to that, you know, people watching me, and then I see these individuals, you know, I see you guys out in the world. So this is the New Mutants, issue number 1. And little did I know, like, he was a local. So even that was all the more exciting. So I went and saw the collection. It was a crate full of comics. You know, you could see by the video that I showed you in the beginning what the bag looked like, and what the crate looked like. I saw what I saw on the top. He was asking for. He asked a particular price. I said, I don't know. I have to go through it and see what it might be worth. And I guess the longer we sat there, I don't know if he became impatient or what, but he was it's Captain America 275. He said you give me $50 for both bags, for the crate and the bag. So I said, sure, you know, and I said that just based on what I saw at the top of the crate, you know, what I saw on top of the crate. So you give me $50 for both bags? I said, sure, I'll give you $50. He said, cool, that's the deal. We shook hands. He helped me carry the comics out to my car. And here we are, $50 later. I thought it was a good trade-off. You know? So you tell me what you think. Here we have Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Hulk, and Power Man and the Son of Satan. I actually feel like I got my money's worth because I got to just take the time to look and see what someone else is collecting and what they had in their collection. Right? So I've shown you some books, and a lot of these, this is Spider-Man and Falcon, are very intriguing. Very intriguing. This is Spider-Man and Thor. Ghost Rider issue number 70. This is Spider-Man and Valkyrie. Oh, that was pretty cool. Here's one that I'm interested in. This is Yang, issue number 16. I've never saw this before. Yang, issue number 16. This particular book I have set out because I want to read this book. Yeah, I want to read this one and see what this one is about. Yang, issue number 16. I'll keep that one separate. Here is Tales to Astonish, starring the Submariner. Marvel Comics and the Electric Company present Spider-Man Super Stories. And when I see books like this is all just nostalgia. These books are nostalgic for me. Here's the back cover. Medusa on the back. Arak, Son of Thunder. It's issue number 10. More Spider-Man from the Electric Company and Marvel. Extremely interesting. At the back. Yep, so as I was saying, I was literally just blown away the whole time just driving home. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I absolutely can't believe it. What do I have is what I kept asking myself. $50 for the entire collection? What do I have? and everything, I had all types of thoughts just running through my head. What if? What if? What if? You know? Who put Spider-Man and Iron Man on ice? Nice. I'm going to put this one aside too. That looks like something I'm definitely going to read. Here's Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. This is issue number 58. And you can see that these comic books are in no particular order. Some of them are together, some of them aren't. We got She-Hulk, issue number 22. This is She-Hulk, issue number 23. I'll show you a couple more from the top, and then I'm going to, off the rip, and I'll take the top off the box. This is Sergeant Fury, issue number 164. And then we'll go through some of what's still in the box. Because these are ones that couldn't fit in the box. Sergeant Fury 167. Here we have Moon Knight, issue number 13. This is Moon Knight and the Daredevil meetup. We'll go a couple more. More Captain America 276. Yeah, and I'm going to have to go through these and, first of all, categorize them by genre. Get them all in the same spot and then go from there. This is Daredevil 194. Just a bunch of random comics. You know? So the guy tells me he's been collecting for a while, and I asked him, well, you know, why does he want to get rid of the collection? Well, you know, he had wound up catching the case and went off to jail, went off to prison, did some time, like 2 or 3 years, he said. Did like, what 2.5 years, he said. And he's left a buddy to maintain the apartment, but the buddy didn't maintain the apartment. The buddy wound up going down to Florida, and everything came back, everything was just discombobulated. It was a disaster in the apartment. So I don't know. So I just took it as, you know, somebody just wanted to move on from whatever it was that they were doing to do something new. This is the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers. This is issue number 218. And I think I'm going to keep this one close to me because I work in the mental health field, you know, suicide is a major thing that I deal with on a daily basis, and I'm going to keep this one close to me. And I want to read what that story is about also. If you guys don't, you might want to support the mental health industry and do a little something to help raise others' awareness about things like depression and anxiety, because we are losing a lot of people, and especially our young ones, at a rapid pace because of mental illness. You know, and I know some of us may have some loved ones that deal with mental illness. So always support the people, man, who need the support. We've got some Conan the Barbarian. This is issue number 115. Love Conan as a kid. Conan the Barbarian 113. I gotta spend some more money on some bags and boards, that's for sure. We got Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, 226. Beautiful yellow cover. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, 224. Oh yeah. How many remembers this advertisement? Honeycomb and the Big Time Baseball. Remember, who remembers that? That's back in the day when you used to go to the kitchen table, eat cereal, and leave and have the cereal box sitting in front of you while you eat your cereal. Just good times as a kid. Let's see. I'm gonna pen through these a little bit. We got some Hulk, and as you can see, this one didn't fare very well. But this is Hulk, issue number 259. All right, so you can see how the cover is coming detached. 259. Leave a comment down below if you see anything exciting or if I missed anything. This is the Incredible Hulk, issue number 270, and the cover is detached on this one also. This one was in that crate, right? So you see that? This is the back cover. This was in the crate. I was heartbroken when I pulled these comics out, and I'm like, who would do this to you? Why? Yeah. Yep. Hulk issue number 277. This is the Incredible Hulk issue number 276. Right? And yes, remember, $50 for the entire collection. Right? $50 for the entire collection. We got some ROM. This is, whoa, this is back in the day. This is ROM 21. Remember the advertisements? Yeah, those were the days. I remember when my uncle, I was just a kid. I couldn't have been no more about 7 or 8 years old, but I remember when my uncle Ricky, shouts out to my Uncle Ricky. What up, Rick? When he ordered the x-ray glasses. They didn't work. But we were excited to get them, man. They didn't work. He ordered them. They didn't work. He gave them to me, so I just walked around with spiral glasses on my face. It was pretty cool. Here's more Sergeant Fury. This is 163. All right, so I've shown you those. I'm going to take the top off. We're going to dig just a little bit deeper, right? And then I'll show you what we pulled out, what I pulled out and what I pinned as keys. All right? So I'm going to set these over here off to the side. I'm going to take this box off. Set that down behind me. All right, so this is the entire collection in here. All right. So we've got Invaders issue number 32. And again, I'm gonna move through this fairly quickly. I'm gonna make this about a 30-minute video, and then I'll share the keys just before the 30-minute mark. Marvel Comics and the Electric Company, Spider-Man with She-Hulk. And don't forget the stamp in the back. There's more She-Hulk. Spider-Man and more She-Hulk. The advertisement on the back. Power Man and Iron Fist. My wife would enjoy this. She's a big Iron Fist fan. Power Man and Iron Fist. She likes both of those guys. Doctor Strange, issue number 59. Here we got Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man. This is issue number 60. It's got the roll on the spine. I mean, they were laying in that crate, so unorganized, man. Just broke my heart to see him in there like that. And then you can see, it's like, you know, the Incredible Hulk, the Hulks took the most damage. Here's another one. I can't even tell you what number it is because it took such a beating. Looks like the critters might have gotten to it also. Yeah, just heartbreaking. Yeah, it looks like the critters got to that. You know, and somebody like me, I hate to just throw it away. So I think I'm going to probably trim it a little bit and do a project, like cover a box or something with it. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do. We got Marvel 2-in-1. This is the Thing versus Jocasta. Thing and Jocasta. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 52. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 53. Let's see, I'm going to go further down. See what else we can come up with. We've got The Warlord, and this is issue number 41. We've got Enter the Lost World of the Warlord, and this is issue number 40. Jonah Hex, issue number 68. And I've got a pretty big Jonah Hex collection, so I'll look and see which ones I'm missing and see if I can make some additions, see if I can use some of these as some fillers. This is number 66 of Jonah Hex. So I think it's a good find. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? $50 for the entire collection. All right? So, and there are tons more, as you can see. Right? So, I got to go through them all. I've definitely got to go through them all. And see what everything is about. This is Spider-Woman, issue number 48. Spider-Woman versus Gypsy Moth. So I've got to go through them all and see exactly what's in here, right? So, but before we go, let me go ahead and show you guys some of the keys that I pinned so far. That way I don't hold you up, because I know you got other things to do and just be hanging out with me all day. I know I got to get to work. It's first thing in the morning, and I'm bringing them vibes, baby. Good vibes. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below. I'll do more of it. I'll do more show and tells. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it Keep It Comics Show and Tell. I'll do more of them if you like. Leave a comment down below. If you want to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. You could leave a donation. I have not yet put together all the tiers, but I would like your help with doing that. Leave a comment down below. What type of content would you like to see from me? And then we can work on tiering it up from there. But for now, donations are accepted. And I really appreciate it. It'll help me elevate the channel to where you guys want it to be. All right? And we're gonna even get a PO box to where if you guys want to help support our monthly AOKs, we'll be doing that as well. So just keep your eye on your boy. I'm gonna try to continue to grow this channel, you know, the way I know the community deserves it. And it's always good vibes. I'm your boy C3. This is Keep It Comics. And let's check out what I got for $50. All right? So, not necessarily keys. These are not keys, but just some others that I pinned that I was going to read because I wanted to take a look at. Green Lantern, issue number 3, the Green Lantern Corps. Not quite keys, right? But just some books. Here is She-Devil with the Sword, Red Sonja. This is issue number 1. Yes, nice, right? This is another Red Sonja, issue number 1. With Conan in the background. This is The Incredible Hulk, issue number 275. First appearance of that guy. This is The Incredible Hulk, issue number 262. Nice. Very nice. This is Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Captain America. Spidey and Cap, perfect team up. And this is The Amazing Spider-Man, Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut, issue number 229. All right? Yes. Okay. Like, subscribe, share, comment below. Tell me what you think. So, these are the keys that I pinned so far. After going through the collection, I have to go through the rest. $50 for the entire collection, guys. Tell me what you think. Of course, you saw this one. This one's at the top of the crate. This was Fantastic Four, issue number 244. We've got King Size Annual, Captain America. This is issue number 5. Not sure if this is a key. I think I just like the cover. Yeah, I think I just like the cover. This is The Uncanny X-Men, issue number 167. The Uncanny X-Men, issue number 158. This is Avengers, issue number 223. This is Daredevil, issue number 189. This is Daredevil, Man Without Fear, issue number 184. This is Green Lantern, issue number 141. This is The Incredible Hulk, issue number 271. First appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Yes. $50 for the entire collection. Let me know what you think in the comment below. We've got Wolverine, issue number 4. We got Wolverine, issue number 3. We've got Daredevil, Man Without Fear, issue number 183. We've got Arion, Lord of Atlantis. This is issue number 1. And this is the Uncanny X-Men, issue number 168. Last but definitely not least, this is the Incredible Hulk, issue number 258. All right, guys, so after purchasing my first collection, this is what I have so far. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. $50 for the entire collection. How did I do? Because I'm clueless. I don't know. I don't know. I just tried it for the first time. How did I do? Let me know. All right. And make sure you guys check out your weekly top 10 list that I put out. This is going to be this week's. This is going to be the giveaway. All right. So we're going to give this away. So tune in to your weekly top 10 comic book list, and I'll let you guys know how you could win this Daredevil classic cover 183 Punisher on the other side of the books. All right. So that's what I have for you. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out with your boy. It's going to be a day, so I got to get up. I got to get myself showered, get ready for work. But I appreciate you hanging out with your boy. All right. I'm C3. This is Keep It Comics. And this was my first comic book purchase, my comic book collection purchase. So wish me luck. Tell me how I did. All right. Later, Gators. I'll see you guys on the other side. Don't hate, congratulate, show some love, because that don't cost you nothing. Appreciate. But no matter what you do, whenever you see me, always keep it comics.